When we came out 10 years ago, really our heart and our vision was to see a Bible teaching, Bible believing church started in the city of Girne, here on the north central coast, in an area that is virtually completely Muslim, 99.5% Muslim. And so we wanted to see the light of the gospel brought to our city by establishing a church here. We are Jonathan and Katie Doub. We are Redeemers missions partners that live in Northern Cyprus. We have lived and served here for almost 10 years alongside our two sons, Jackson and Kobe. The life of the church has looked very different over those years, from where we meet to the ethnic makeup, language groups that are present in the church. We are very encouraged in recent years just to see the family nature to the church that God's building here.
There are some really amazing believers that are core members of our church that have come out of Islam. Most of them came to university here. Our church runs an English club once a week, and lots of students come to it, and it's a great door for the gospel and for friendship.
I was in my class when I first started university. There was one girl who was from Qatar. She invited me to Third Generation one time, where that's the cafe where they have English club at. And I went, I just randomly told her, yes, I'll come. And then that evening where she invited me, there happened to be English club. And that's where I met Jonathan and Katie and the rest of the team. It was God ordained, but it was also really random the way that she just invited me to English club on that day.
Our service is in English. For the mainly Arabic-speaking people that are here, they also speak English. And then we have a translation into Turkish for the local people and for the Turkish people that have come over from mainland.
It's a relatively open environment here, so the chance for the gospel to take root and grow is massive, because there are people who wouldn't be able to hear it, many of them in other parts of the world or in their own countries. It can never be spoken freely, and here they're in a position to hear it and to receive and to grow, and many of them to even go back out to those parts of the world and take it back. I didn't have this grand idea. I don't even think the Doubs or anyone had this grand idea, but God had this grand idea where the light can shine into the darkness and then spread from there. Redeemer had the opportunity to partner with the Doubs and grow a partnership in a very particular way by contributing to the cost of them acquiring a church building.
As New Life Church here, we were just praying for a place so that we could protect ourselves a bit from some of the persecution we were getting from authorities. And yet, as part of the property you guys helped us purchase, God threw in 16 two-bedroom apartments. Right here, we straddle a fence basically between the biggest university in the city and a Turkish Cypriot neighborhood, which are both the people groups we're aiming to reach. Last November, fall 2022, I felt like the Lord really spoke to me that as a church, we needed to get the facilities ready to receive people. Things unfolded in February. On the 6th, there was a massive earthquake in Turkey and Syria that sent literally thousands of people flooding North Cyprus. Right? Our church was able to rally, clean out some of the flats, and we were able to house around 6 families for the last 6 months. And so, again, another way that God used the facility here just to bless not only the church, but the non-believer in the community, which is really part of our vision, right? To be a light to the lost. Through that generous gift, God has almost quadrupled, that gift. As much of a blessing as it's been to acquire it, every one of those apartments is in desperate need of repair. Every one of them needs to be stripped down to the walls and refurbished. As we speak, there's a team here working on the different needs. There's painting going on, demolition in different apartments. That has been a big part of the last year, the life and adjustment of the church and where we are. there's also been a lot going on in the lives of just individuals.
During prayer, God shows me the picture that a church in Cyprus, it's like a big candle. There was like a lot of small candles, but they don't have a fire on them. And these little candles came to big candle and take a fire, and then all of them, they like spread in the darkness, you know. From around the world, students came here for study, and then I saw that students came to Christ. They graduated and they went to their country, and this happened right now, that like this light inside them. And I was worried about them, how they will be in this such a dark place. But God tells me that even it's like light is small, darkness cannot cover this light.
We're seeing some like fruit from the sowing and the tilling of the ground, and yet we're also very aware that the discipleship that needs to take place takes a long time and a lot of effort and can be particularly tricky. One of the ways we would love for you to partner with us would be in prayer. There is only so much that you can do even coming on an outreach, but prayer is something that anyone all over the world can do that would directly affect the lives of people here.
Partnership can look like prayer. It can also look like someone putting boots on and getting tools and coming over and saying, hey, I want to work and I want to be a part of helping take care of a property that our church isn't ready to take care of, right? And so we're in need of a maintenance person here, if that's someone's skill set. We are in need of other individuals that have a heart for discipleship. And so, yeah, just reach out to us. We'd love to share more needs as well as those couple.
Cyprus is the type of place where someone from Redeemer, due to whatever life circumstances in between jobs or a recent grad or just not a lot of direction in life or have prayed about missions before, you could come and serve for 6 months or a year, fill some very specific needs here, and really see if the Lord would grow that call, whether it be to continue here or to go somewhere else. So it's really a perfect way to be exposed to church planting and the gospel going out.